Hello my fellow game melters, Valentin here, and I have just found the first game we're going to melt. In this new series we're going to look at games that might not necessarily be the absolute best on the market but still have some value. Through the magical process of melting them using my almighty voice, we shall uncover any gold that lies beneath their surface, if there is any. Today's game is called Shooting Stars, and without any more blubbering on my side, let's jump into it. As with every other game, the melting process begins with the graphics and sounds and proceeds to the very core of the game, its gameplay. Shooting Stars looks like a pack of 100 unicorns all farted rainbows in the same time as someone was blowing up a building. Everything is full of colors, and it's not your boring colors either, it's all vibrant colors. And there are constantly projectiles flying through a screen, absolutely unaccounted for. In less words, it's a pleasure to look at, unless you're epileptic, when it's probably not. The initial excitement, however, quickly dies out as you start realizing that apart from the 5 or 6 basic types of enemies, there really isn't that much more to see. Many times you catch some of the bad guys being a reskinned version of other bad guys, which is a detail that annoys me at least a little bit. Coming up next, we have sounds and music. The background music in the game fits the atmosphere perfectly. It is exactly that 8-bit techno house, whatever that thing is, which you would expect. It makes you feel like you entered the Matrix, took some acid pills and started running in a random direction. What I'm trying to say is that music in here serves its purpose. Unfortunately, on the other hand, sounds are awfully repetitive, and given the fact that you only have 3 levels of your weapon, you will be hearing the same shooting sound for a long time. So brace yourself, or just mute it, it's your choice. Our next stop is gameplay, and we'll be spending a bit more time here. Shooting Stars is a shoot 'em up where you shoot, well, you guessed it, stars. And by stars I mean celebrities, and by celebrities I mean the weirdest bunch you can imagine, ranging from Notch to a reincarnated Shakespeare and even Chuck Norris himself. All of the names are changed and made puns, with some being successful and funny while others being outright crap. In terms of flavor, the game has as much as a tropical punch juice. Every enemy you encounter, every power-up you get is a social commentary of some sort, even the end screen being a meme. With that in mind, expect tons of lasers, nyan cats and references to other games and pop culture events. In terms of actual gameplay, Shooting Stars is pretty much a standard shoot 'em up. You progress through the levels collecting upgrades for your weapons in the forms of superfoods like burgers, bacon, fries, steaks, cupcakes and of course more burgers. You fight waves of enemies with a boss battle at the end of each level. Unfortunately, variety is not that big, especially when it comes to enemies, and you soon get quite fed up with repetitive wave types and formations. Bosses are also limited, and since this game is a roguelike, by the time you play it for the 3rd time, you will feel like you have seen everything there is. Probably the game's biggest downfall in terms of gameplay is the complete lack of any real progression, just like your life. Once you're dead, that's it. You can try again and go for a bigger high score, or test your skills in the daily run, which is just a different configuration of the same elements changed daily. There are cards of some sorts that you can collect, but they have no particular purpose and have obviously been put there just to give the player a little bit of incentive to play again. And we are smarter than that, aren't we guys? We have to go to the length of in-app purchases just because we do it every time. However, Shooting Stars is a premium game, and the developers have some moral code apparently, as there are no in-app purchases and no advertisements. You get what you paid for, and I'm extremely happy about that. The game costs £1.76 or whatever your currency is, and it really hurts me to say that it's not worth the money. There are way cheaper games that would give you tons more content and will keep you occupied for longer. However, it is a title that I would definitely pick up in a sale, and right now Shooting Stars is part of the latest Mobile Humble Bundle, a package that I would definitely recommend buying. So go ahead, summon that charity demon and do something good by buying some games. This was everything from me for today. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, nobody cares. Don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss an opportunity to hear my voice again, and I'll see you next time.